What's up, Moyo Tribe? It's time for the continuation of the wellness word of the week. And our word of the week is breathe through your nose. And we've been kind of touching base on what I mean by breathe through your nose, but I want to give you an example of the effect that it can have on you when you are more prominently breathing through your mouth than through your nose. You all probably have heard of people getting hyperventilated before, and what happens with hyperventilation is if you get excited or anxious, overly stimulated about something, you start breathing too quickly. And when you breathe too quickly and you're breathing in and out through your mouth, you start blowing off carbon dioxide. And so the level of carbon dioxide in your blood goes down. And when that happens, when the blood has a decrease in carbon dioxide, it causes vasoconstriction in the vessels in your brain. And so you get less blood flow to your brain. And it results in anxiety, confusion, loss of concentration, and that's what happens in an anxiety attack when you're hyperventilating. Well, the same type thing can occur when you chronically overbreathe, and you chronically overbreathe by breathing through your mouth all the time instead of breathing through your nose. And so what happens is over a long period of time, the pressure of carbon dioxide in your blood is lower than it normally should be, and as a result, you actually start to stimulate vasoconstriction or narrowing in the vessels in your brain. And so instead of getting that acute anxiety and those type of actions that we think of with an anxiety attack, what happens is a more slow process that develops into kind of a long-term shortness of breath, a long-term feeling of what we call air hunger, like we're just not getting enough breath. It can also affect us in a long-term sense with concentration, focus, performance, and even to a certain degree, if this continues over a long period of time and we're over breathing and our carbon dioxide goes down, it can result in worsening of depression and anxiety. So there's a number of consequences for our health that can simply be worsened or even caused by chronic mouth breathing or chronic overbreathing. So I would challenge you today, try to realize how you're breathing, and maybe even ask someone that's around you, maybe a family member or a coworker, and say, hey, watch me throughout the day and see if you notice that I'm breathing with my mouth open a lot. And if you are, it could be having an effect. It could be leaving you with a chronically lower pressure of carbon dioxide in your blood, and as a result, it can cause, like I said, loss of focus, loss of concentration, confusion, anxiety, even depression, and definitely can decrease your ability to perform at the level you should be able to perform. It can also cause and worsen sleep apnea. And when we're not sleeping well, it affects us in the same way with our performance throughout the day. So it seems like a little thing when I say breathe through your nose, but it's huge. So you've got to be aware. Do you breathe through your nose more normally, or do you breathe through your mouth? If you're breathing through your mouth, you need to make it a point to try to stop that and start breathing through your nose as much as you possibly can. Get those carbon dioxide levels back where they should be, and it will affect the way you perform, the way you feel, the way you act. So that's your challenge today. Think about the way you breathe. Ask somebody to watch you and see if you're breathing more through your mouth or through your nose, and try to make the change to more consistently breathing through your nose. Because hey, you want to be well. Take the most of every opportunity to be more well. It's the wellness word of the week. Breathe through your nose.